Hey everyone, welcome back to Minecraft. Yeah, so we're starting on Flock today, and in between episodes, I actually didn't get too many wither skeleton skulls. I was grinding for about an hour and a half, but I didn't get any, so that's a bit unfortunate. Killed about 50 wither skellies, but yeah, so this is what I've been working on. So I decided to, work on the cloud a bit. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to have this come up and then have a little extended section like 2 blocks wide, and then drop it down and then drop it down again, and then this will be our storage here. And the reason for that is so hopefully we can build this up so that it actually covers the the redstone so you don't see it, because I think that'd be pretty good. And yeah, we should be able to build it up pretty easy on this side. But we do have the bats, so I was thinking about putting the bats like sort of underneath the concrete here and put some glass there obviously so you can see them. I think that'd be pretty good. And I might actually change out the cyan because the contrast between white and cyan is a bit too much. So yeah, this is what the map looks like now, looking pretty good. And yeah, you can see here I also finished off this pathway down to the melon and pumpkin, and this is the progress with the melons and pumpkins. So we got the full double chest there. Yeah, that's what we're gonna work on for starters. So let's go ahead and start working on the cloud. Alright guys, we got the bat cave set up here. It's looking pretty good. So the idea is that they'll fly around in here and we can just kind of look down periodically and see them. And man, the phantoms come out like every single time. They're really annoying. There you go, got that guy. But yeah, what we need to do right now is actually the bat relocation project. So we need to get the bats in here somehow. So I think I'm just gonna make a tube and then kind of redirect them over there. Okay guys, I think we're good. We've got one bat in there, true bat in there, and then yeah, the other bat over here. So all I need to do now is just break these two green blocks. So I think the way I'm gonna do this is I'll break that one, and then this, and then oh man, I really don't want this guy to fly away. What about if I'll do this, something just like this, so even if they get out, it's not the end of the world. So bam bam, and then place that in like that. Okay, good. Now I just need to get out here and do the same. Okay, yeah, good. All right, we're done with the bat cave. Oh man, yeah, that looks cool. So we got the 2 bats flying around down there. Yeah, that's really nice. So they can just, sort of fly around, shouldn't die or anything. So yeah, that's pretty cool. Really happy with this. I think it's a great little addition. Alright guys, here's a bit of a progress update. We finished the outside of the cloud now, so it's looking really good. I just wanted to thank you guys for all of the comments you left on the previous video. A lot of you guys said that the build was nice, and so yeah, I just really appreciate that. Thank you guys for commenting. It's really great when I see your comments because yeah, it's something that I can actually, look to receive feedback and criticism from. So yeah, I really do appreciate that. But let's fly up here. If I can, okay, I can't really fly, but yeah, I think that's looking really cool. I like the good variety of blocks. Now that it's like, a bit taller up, it's really starting to come together and look good. So yeah, it does kind of look like a cloud. This shape is, kind of looks like a cloud. So I might need to variate the blocks a bit here, but sort of this level up to here is sort of done. And I did the blocks here just so that we wouldn't have to do them because otherwise the bats might get out. Yeah, those are looking super great. Let's go ahead and let's update the map. So yeah, we'll fill in, actually we won't fill in that section, I'll just change colors a bit. And yeah, I think that's looking pretty good. So obviously the those brighter colors are the shulker boxes. Yeah, I think that looks really great. It's actually quite big on the island. I didn't really realize how big it was. But yeah, I think that's coming together really good. Guys, it just started thunderstorming. I heard it. Pigman's at my base, but yeah, it just started thunderstorming. So that means that we can hopefully turn this dude into a witch. So let's see. Let me just check, make sure that it is still raining and everything. Yes, okay. Alright, let's do this. Boom! Very, very frightening. Nice. It's good to get that achievement. That's epic. Alright, awesome. Now we've got that. Witch there. Okay, cool. So we are done. We are done with the cloud storage now. It's looking really good. So I ended up building a little house in the cloud. And yeah, I think that looks really good. So yeah, it's all come together really nicely. We've got the bats here. And whoa, but yeah, now if I changed these carpets to be white, but yeah, now if I chuck a shulker box down, it'll come up through here, and this one will actually get broken straight away since it's completely full. Ooh, it should do because it's not in load mode. Okay, I'll check that out, but yeah, everything else is done, looking really good. So super happy with that. And yeah, I went ahead and yeah, added these sort of snow, or not snow, cloud bits at the back. So this is like where the clouds sort of come in to the house, and kind of, you know, changed it. But this also hides the redstone because behind these blocks are redstone and stuff, so that's cool. Let's go ahead and update the map now, and we'll see what this looks like. Hopefully it'll look pretty good. This is like our first proper build on the island, so oh yeah, I think that looks great. Yeah, I love the different textures in the cloud. I think that looks awesome. Okay, yeah, really happy with that. Alright guys, what we're actually going to work on now is a mob grinder. Well, kind of like a mob farm. So this is the thing I've been designing. Basically, we can stack as many of these. I've got phantoms. Whoa, I've got a lot of phantoms. Let me just set it to day. But basically, yeah, we've got a whole bunch of these platforms. We can have sort of as many as we want. And this is hooked up to a copper clock, which has one end linked to a monostable circuit, which then runs into a pulse extender. And the reason for this is because I don't really want there to be like half of the time water and then half of the time not. You only want to have the water come out for just long enough so that all of the mobs get pushed off, but you don't want it to be sitting there the whole time. And this is like the kind of perfect amount of time. So this skeleton's going to burn, but if I place down the spider, we should see here that even if the spider's like in the middle there, it's still going to get pushed off by the water. Yeah, so hopefully this guy should get pushed off here. And yep, perfect timing, because then the water runs out. So yep, that's what we're going to do. Just need to clear out a big area and then build this thing. Alright guys, just finished putting in these sand walls. So we're going to drain this area. So yeah, I got the 5x5s laid out. But I actually need to go get some sponge because I don't have any sponge at the moment. And there are a lot of ocean monuments around here. So I might go in, you know, conquer a few of those, get some sponge, and then we can drain this thing really easy. The ocean monument that I have a portal set up to, I'm not actually going to raid that one because I want to keep the Elder Guardians there, just in case I want to use them. But yeah, the other ones I'm going to go ahead and try and, you know, get some sponge from. Yeah guys, so we just got back from that little expedition to get some sponge. So I ended up getting, yeah, about 2 stacks of sponge. So I raided, yeah, 2 temples. So yeah, we got a lot of stuff. I collected all of the dark prismarine because that's usually the hardest block to get. So yeah, I collected all the dark prismarine I could, and yeah, set up a conduit out the front of each temple. And I think that was a good idea. I must have lost my ender chest, but that's fine. Yeah, that seemed to be a good idea. Alright, let's go ahead and drain these now. Alright guys, just finished draining out this area. So yeah, it's looking pretty good. We've got our little template here for the floors. So I think, yeah, what I'm going to do now is set up a beacon, and then we'll dig this thing down to bedrock. Yeah, because basically what I'm going to have is like multiple layers of these that just go all the way down to bedrock, and then yeah, that'll be the mob farm basically. So it's raining as well. There you go. Yeah, so that'll be the mob farm. And I think I'm gonna have the redstone up the top, like just above the farm in like a little 2-block high section. And basically what I'm gonna do is, so I've made the walls like 1 block further out. So I'm gonna put like, I think I'm gonna make the whole thing out of stone bricks, and then if I want to decorate that later, I can put another layer of blocks on it to make it look good. So yeah, that's what I'm going to do now, just dig this down to bedrock. Alright guys, good news, we are done with digging this out. So yeah, we're down at Y level 5 now, which is like the lowest you can go before you start getting bedrock. So yeah, that's good. Took about an hour to dig this out, so not too long. With the haste too, it actually goes really quickly. So yeah, I think I'm actually going to put a cactus farm down the bottom here, and then we'll have the mob farm above that. Just because this is a pretty good place to put a cactus farm, and then we can load it when we load the mob farm as well. So yeah, it would just be a small thing, only take up a few blocks. Alright, so this is what we're going to do for the cactus farm. Initially I was just going to have these sized farms, but the thing is you'd only get like that much. You only get 4 bits of cactus in there, so not really worth it. So yeah, we're upping it to, yeah, so we get 4 times as much, so 16. But the problem with this design is that you have this lost space right here. But yeah, we can just, you know, suck that up with a hopper. So yeah, it's all fine, no problems there. So yeah, gonna, you know, finish off these. The reason why I'm using trapdoors here is so that we can walk underneath it without having to, you know, like, because otherwise we'd get stuck. But yes, because the trapdoors, you can walk underneath it and you can see what's going on above you, which is pretty cool. So yeah, I'm just gonna finish this off and I'll be back. Alright guys, that is the cactus farm all complete. I already put the roof on here because I've been doing some work on the actual mob farm finally. But yeah, now I can close this up, and yeah, that's the cactus farm, 100% complete there, looking really good. And yeah, basically the cactus just sort of flows down here into the hoppers and into the chest. So yeah, we've got started on the mob grinder, or the mob farm here. So basically I've just laid out where all of the layers are going to go. So yeah, we'll have this will be our last layer, and then the mobs will drop down into a water stream here, and they'll get pushed over to the center like this, and then we'll have some hoppers here with mine carts on top of them. So yeah, we're going to need a lot of mine carts because we're going to kill the mobs with entity cramming, and then all of their drops will, you know, go into hoppers and go into a storage system. So yeah, I think that would be pretty good. Should work pretty well. Let's go ahead and do it. Alright guys, let me show you what I've done. So I've gotten all of the spawning layers in, and yeah, it's working a bit too well actually. And yeah, mobs are spawning now and I don't want them to be. But yeah, so we've got all of the different platforms going up there. So all I need to do now is build the top layers here, which will be where the redstone goes to automate the clocks. And yeah, that should be it. Oh, and then I need to do the killing mechanism, which will be entity cramming. So I need to make the minecarts and stuff. But yeah, it's gone really good. Just about done with it. So yeah, super happy. Alright guys, everything seems to be working. So yeah, you can see we've got the water coming out now on all of the layers, which is awesome. And yeah, the mobs should just get pushed off. So all that's left to do is basically finish capping this roof off, and then I'll just light this area up for the moment because it's getting quite late. And yeah, I might just go AFK and, you know, just AFK this. But yeah, it's looking really good. I'm really happy with this. We've got so many layers, and hopefully it should be really efficient and, you know, produce a lot of mob drops because, you know, I need gunpowder, bones and stuff. So yeah, really happy with this, and boom, you can see it working again there. So that's why the monostable circuit is so good, because yeah, I don't want it to be, you know, on this entire time, like this entire cycle to be water. So that's why I have the monostable circuit there. So you just get a quick pulse and the pulse extender, and of course we have the dropper here, which like gets powered, and then there's an observer below that like detects when that's powered, and that's what starts the big chain that sort of goes all the way down. Awesome. Let's finish capping this off. Okay, yeah guys, the farm is all done now, and yeah, as you can see, we get quite a few mobs that come through, which is good. And obviously I'm standing down here, so the platforms that are close to me aren't being activated. Yeah, the killing system's working great, and yeah, if we go down here, you can see the amount of kind of drops we've gotten so far, which is, yeah, a lot. I didn't really expect it to do this well. Initially I was thinking about making 4 of these, like, really close to each other, but yeah, I'm kind of glad I didn't. Otherwise I probably would have, yeah, had way too many items to even do with. So yeah, that's really good. Mainly doing it for the gunpowder so I can make my rockets, but yeah, it's looking really great. It's weird that bats don't die to entity cramming though. Yeah, that's so good. I'm really glad that it's working. All I need to do now is just light up some caves around here so that so that we can improve the rate a little bit more. But apart from that, everything's all done. Okay guys, I thought I'd show you the rate on my spectator account. Yeah, so sorry if this is really dark, but I tried to use a light map texture pack, but it's not working. Yeah, but anyway, this is kind of what the rate's like. So right now, if I zoom on up here, yeah, my account is up here at Y134, I think. Yeah, 134. And the reason for that is so that I'm 128 blocks away from this bottom layer down here. So hopefully nothing spawns on this, because I had some slime spawning there, and that's like not good detracts from the potential mob cap. So yeah, and then yeah, so the mobs get washed off, and yeah, they all drop down like that. And I mean I'm pretty happy with this rate. I think that there's a lot there. It's definitely the best mob farm I've ever built. I think the use of packed ice here to push them in works pretty well as well. So yeah, more spawn in, and then yeah, just like that. I even think we could probably increase the amount of delay between the water, but I don't know. I mean, yeah, maybe a little bit. I mean, it doesn't really make too much of a difference. Yeah, it just means that there's more spawn tries in between each like water tick. But yeah, I think it's pretty good. The only problem is if the spiders don't die straight away. Yeah, like see, you get a lot of mobs each time. So yeah, that's going really well. We also got the cactus, so there's an update on the cactus, and here's an update. Oh, we've already. Wow. Okay, this is okay, this is really working. Well, yeah, maybe a bit too well, but yeah, we've already filled up one chest, so that's great. Wow. Okay. Wow, I did not expect that. When I checked it, it was like up to here. So yeah, that's really good. Probably won't need to AFK this for that long then to get all the mob drops I need. Anyway guys, that is going to be it for this episode. I hope that you did enjoy. If you did, please let me know down in the comments, and I'll hope to see you in the next episode. In the next episode, we'll probably do some more building, hopefully work on the trading hall over there, and yeah, just make the island look a bit nicer, you know, start working on that. So once again, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.